Hi! Welcome back. I know it's been a little while. I was just here yesterday, but this is a totally different scenario. This right here is my video entry to the Nerdettes SNES Classic giveaway. They have 3 questions. And for an additional entry, tell them something about yourself that they do not know. For an open book like me, it's kind of hard to figure that out, but I do have an idea. An inkling, one might say. No, don't worry. It's nothing bad. I just like being weird. So, question number 1. What is your favorite SNES game? Now, this is I actually did not own an SNES. When I went over to people's houses who had them, I played it then. What was the one game? Oh, I had to go check something real quick. But yeah, one of the games that most people had was the Super Mario World on the SNES. That's what I played most of the time because that's mostly what they had. Some rare chances there was a Street Fighter game, and I used to play that. My brother, he would play with me, and then most times I'd beat him because he button mashed and I button mashed better. I think he broke someone's controller, slammed me on the ground, pissed off because of it. So those are my favorite games for the SNES. Number 2. Which character would I like to add to Super Smash Brothers? Honestly, I think I'd put Kirito into it from Sword Art Online. You can do the dude blade, get the big blade, you can have them. I think with the fact that they can change the colors all the time, which would be cool, but if they could actually use different characters, so you use the one from the first season, of course, you know, SAO. Then go for ALO, where he's a fairy. Then go for the Gun Gale version, and then take from the newest movie. I can't remember the name of it right now. But yeah, so that's like 4 different versions you could use for him, which would be cool. Alright. And if you put this Asuna into it as a secret character, that'd be even awesomer. Okay. Number 3. What is my current favorite collectible, piece of art, nerdy item? Well, everything's my favorite. Yes, I know that sounds bad, but I wouldn't get it if I didn't like it. So, but as you can see, some things are missing because I got a bunch of them. So let's start this off with this little teeny weeny thing. When I first started looking into buying other collectibles, I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta have that because I love Sriracha. So it's a kid robot. There's the Dunny, but it's a Sriracha bottle and he comes with chopsticks. It's so cool. That's one of my favorites. I recently got this at Barnes & Noble's was doing a half off thing on their website. So I got this and another figure for the price of this, for the normal price of this one. And that's my Spider-Gwen figure. She's awesome. And she's magnetized. So that's cool. Now to go to the world of the Pops. I really wanted this one, but Walgreens is hard to find things at. So I was like, I could not find it anywhere. And so I found it online on eBay. It was in a damaged box. I paid like almost $20 for it, but I had to get the Iron Spider. It's so cool. Now on the line of pops, we're gonna finish that off with 2 more. This is what started it all for me. I was actually I had just recently quit smoking cigarettes. Like totally was off. Didn't need them anymore. Also found out I was more mentally addicted than physically addicted, which so this was started my new addiction. Hulkbuster. Awesome. And the final pop I will be showing off is one that I was so stoked to get because I really wanted this one. But everyone was selling it for almost like $40 or $50 at the time. I don't know what it is now. I got it for 18 bucks. All the way from Japan. Somebody out there was selling it, so I was like, score! It was the Darkest Night Batman. That pop is awesome. Since this is here and we're on the Funko things, I'll show one more thing real quick. This is the first Dorbs I ever bought with my own money. Vision in the suit. That is so sweet. Alright. Moving on. This is something of mine that I do that you probably don't know, but it is kind of it's a collectible, of course. When I was like 7 or 8, we were at the post office and I was obsessed with dinosaurs and I wanted dinosaurs. So my mom picked me up these stamps of dinosaurs. Got these in the late 80s. And I fought my whole life to keep these with me. No matter where I went, I always made sure they came with me. So there's that. Alright. Oh, nope, I have one more pop. Sorry about that. This is Doctor Who related pop. I am actually obsessed. I really dig glow-in-the-dark figures. And this figure is amazing. It glows like no one's business. Like, it's the brightest thing I have. And you know what? It's fat. I have a glow-in-the-dark adipose. This whole thing glows, except for the eyes and the mouth, but it glows, and it glows like bright. It's amazing. Alright. So, I started off my figure collection, the anime stuff. Originally I was buying off of eBay and I was getting them from China. I had no problem with it, but after a while with the quality and whatnot, you start to think, you're gonna show these things off. You feel kind of crappy that you're getting these crappy versions, and you want to get more legit ones and whatnot, right? That's what I was thinking, at least. And so I stopped. I actually found sellers in Japan that were selling figures. A lot of them are loose, so that's cool. At first I thought maybe, nah, but then after I got this one. This one was actually boxed. I threw it with box weight a long time ago, but this is my first legit figure I got. This is Super Sonico. And her itty bitty teeny weeny bikini. It's cool. And then following that line, the same seller, I started finding a bunch of other stuff that I really was into. Mind you, I have not dusted these in a while. I need to get better casing, or I want to find shelvings that are, that are actually in like a casing type thing. This is Onodira. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. From Nesiko. Nezuko. The anime is pretty cool. It's all right. I didn't really watch it. I read the manga. The manga ended about a year ago or so, but it was amazing. I don't know how the anime is doing for it because I just don't watch it. I read the manga. Such a better storyline, better detail, better everything. One of my main favorite figures is it's not a complete figure. I'm actually missing the staircase and the lunch that she comes with, but I got this for $5. I cannot pass it up. It's an Asuna figure from Sword Art Online. So, this is where the stair would go in. So she was still in it, but she sits pretty much fine on my stand. Very amazing figure. Now, following that sitting line, this was another thing I got. Now, the seller I bought this from listed it as the rose one. You know how some figures will have an A and a B coloring, and the B one is more usually the rarer one, the harder to find color one, while the A one is the one everyone gets most of the time. So I was like, cool, they got the rose one, the B one, I want that. That sounds great. I won the auction pretty cheap too. I think it was like $10 or so. But when I got it, it was the A one. And so I complained, but I didn't really complain because, I didn't want to get rid of the figure. I liked it. I still wanted to keep it. So what I told the guy was, you need to pay more attention to what you're doing, because you listed it wrong. So he refunded me the money and let me keep the item. So that was cool, but he didn't have to do that. And here we go. It's Nami from One Piece in this ceremonial garb, I guess you could say, kimono, whatever. But it's a really awesome figure. Like I said, I need to dust more. Then recently I got this figure for $10 as well, and it started me off in getting Dragon Ball Z items. Now I have a buttload over there. I even found some ones that are unpainted ones. Those are awesome too. But Golden Frieza, he got me into it. And as a bad guy, I really do like Frieza. I prefer Cell, but he's a part of Frieza. He's a part from Frieza as well, so it kind of works out that way. I just noticed I have one more pop that I forgot to show you, and this one's an epic pop that I really enjoy. I won this off of Funko's Facebook contest, and it was the chase of Lexa from the 100. So that was awesome. Now, last figure I'll show you is something really dear to me, as you can see. Is the Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to run with a spellcaster deck. The Dark Magician, the Magician, and the Dark Magician, the Dark Magician of Chaos or whatever, Dark Magician Girl, etc., etc., etc. So this one was actually pretty neat to get. And so I actually have her up on the stand with Yugi. Other things that I'm really down with right now are I've gotten into some comics. This one is a Scott Campbell cover. I used to really be into his art when he did Gen 13. And then this is the first art of Maximum Carnage. I had to get that because that was a great series. I still need to get the rest of them, but I've been doing quite some things. And one other thing that I have, which is so freaking sweet, it's this autograph card Now, I seen only one of these on eBay, and it's 5 of 5, going for almost $1,000. Now, I'm going to show you a little tidbit that makes this even more amazing. It's 1 of 5. Can you believe that? I have 1 of 5. I have the first one. Oh, snap. Alright, this is getting long and you're probably getting winded. But, now for the additional thing. Something that you don't know about me. Well, oh, wait, hold on. One more favorite, I forgot about it. My Dark Phoenix. This figure is awesome. I'm waiting till I get something, a thing that I can do. You know, a glass casing so I can put her up. Yep. Now, for something you probably don't know about me is, I draw. I used to draw a lot. I tend to doodle nowadays, but I can still do some good stuff. Like, this is something I've done before. I'll show you a little tidbit of something I'm working on. Trying to draw a tattoo for myself to cover up that crap. I've done a lot of different things. A couple other stuff. I'm drawing over time. Some just original characters, as you said, an inkling. Ha ha ha! Get it now. And the last little bits I'm going to show you are some really cool avatar art I did for a contest that, after I submitted the entry stuff, they canceled it. So they got free art from me, and I didn't win anything. But I still did pretty damn good. So, and I draw. I tend to doodle a lot nowadays. If I really need to, if I really feel like putting in the effort to actually draw, I can. Most people see my boxes and, you know, so, I mean, I have doodles. So, fun times. Hopefully that's something you don't know about me. Now, if there's not enough, well, I'm a lazy bastard. I get boxes, and I don't take them out right away, so they tend to collect. Not something to be proud about. I really need to handle that, as I take up too much room. Soon they're going to cover all that stuff up. Alrighty. That's a long video. And it's going to take me an hour to process this one. Or so. And I will post this into your comment section once I get it up. Okay. Alright. So, anybody watching this, go check out the Nerdettes. They're awesome. Bunch of beautiful ladies, of course. A lot of anime video. Tiffany's been showing off her collection. I guess she'd be the star of the show. Ooh. I forgot what I was going to say. How did you do that to me? Okay. Now they do reviews on shows, Ruby, Star Trek Discovery, etc. etc. So I need to get back into the last one. Mike's been bugging me about it. Alright guys. I'm not going to dawdle any longer. Go to them, check them out, subscribe, like their video, and join the contest and watch everything. Doodles!